What's good? I go with the name DopeSomething. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome back to the channel if you an OG. So I wanted to make this video apart from my separate video, which I was just playing the first 60 minutes and getting my first impressions of the game, etc. Because I really wanted to talk about where winds meet after playing it for about 40 hours or so. I'm level 42, so I put a good little bit of time to decide like a lot of the side quests, almost the whole first area, could a couple of world bosses, so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the game and see if you haven't played it, is it something worth playing? You know, it's a new free-to-play game, so really nothing to lose. Come on. First of all, let's talk about the combat. If you ever played, I think it was called Nakora Blade Point, the combat is pretty much the exact same as that, with a couple new elements as far as having like your couple core abilities, being able to switch weapons from the side, so on and so forth, as well as it has the dodge system from Black Myth Wukong. Now I'm using that. I'm sure other games have implemented that system, but that's the most recent game and most relatable game I got. So Black Myth Wukong, if you dodge at the right time, right before you're hit, it'll do the slow motion effect as you've seen earlier, and pretty much just give you a chance to do extra damage, heal, whatever the case may be. Now, the thing that I can't believe this is a free-to-play game is the amount of time they took in crafting the story, the side quests, the cinematics, even the voice line. They did a amazing and/or impeccable job of this. Every side quest feels like a mini story, how it's actually supposed to feel. It's not your generic like fetch quest, go here, do this type thing. Literally every single side quest has like a purpose to it, a little backstory, them explaining, what you're doing, how you're doing, even if it's like just like a tutorial one, like this for an example. This was a tutorial to show you about the duels. This had its own mini like storyline about the duelist, the Fang, the emotion of how he was like cocky about being the top fighter, so on and so forth. There are also a couple other sections which I might end up editing that somewhere into this video, hopefully, where you gotta fight other people, as you can see on the outline, kind of in the video. Like the Yung Jing Hao, however the fuck his name is. These are other people you can fight, and once you beat them, you unlock the ability to make them your companion. Sorry about that. Which basically, while you're doing boss fights, you can summon these for I think it's 5,000 of the in-game currency, like the money, so they can fight for you. But whole different thing. So the main point is they did a phenomenal job of doing, making sure like the story was actually memorable and enjoyable, where it's not just random do this, do that. But they also did a unique thing in this game that a lot of games don't do, as far as all the hidden mechanics wise. There's this thing called wind sense, which I'll include a little snippet of that in a second, which basically allows you to listen in to people, but it also doubles up as a function to like see what's in their inventory. They have a persuasion thing where you can talk to people and like persuade them to give you like their goods and stuff, or whatever item they have on them. They also have a talking system, as you can see here. Some of the NPCs, which are a large majority of them, you can talk to them and pretty much you'll have to have conversations. They'll tell you what to do. Like for this one, it tells you to pose as a leader of his organization to gain his trust, basically become friends, which they'll send you gifts, give you information about stuff, so on and so forth. Really cool system that a lot of games don't actually do. It's kind of like you're talking to Chat GPT, but each individual person is like unique and different as far as like what they need and want. There are also dungeons, of course. What's a good MMO without a dungeon? Now they have different elements as far as lighting torches with candles. They have exploding bombs that you can use to your advantage, blow up NPCs. They have riddles and puzzles inside of these dungeons that you have to kind of figure out what to do. This is also, of course, a multiplayer game, so you can choose whether you want to play it in single player and or multiplayer. Only difference is if you do it in straight single player, you can still pick to have kind of like the little notes that Dark Souls has, to kind of like people giving you tips of how to solve a puzzle or what to do, or some items that are located. They're all player generated, so it can be some random Smurf or Grief ones, etc. But the co-op play in general works like this. You or your friend, or whatever the case may be, or whoever you join, are the main host of the world, which means everything on that level playing field is referred to them. So for me, I was level 14 in this. So my boy Z, he joined me, so the boss was level 14. But one of the best things about this that I ended up seeing is, even though he's in my world, there are also specific co-op challenges that complete on both of us. And usually, you know, like Borderlands had like the looting system where you can choose if you wanted to keep the loot for yourself or split it. For this game, it automatically divides the loot, so you both get the same amount of resources. You know, when he opens a chest, I'll still get the credit for it. It'll give me a chest, and it'll even say you helped so and so with getting a chest or acquiring materials, so on and so forth. So it's an amazing system. I love how they did it.
Damn, where are these weapons coming
as well as the boss fights. The boss fights will scale to whoever is the highest level. So the host level, I should have just said that. He has the host level. And for what I've seen, every boss is unique in their like backstory, so on and so forth. They also,
there's no way
so far, it might be more than this. They all have 2 phases. So after you're done with that first phase, yeah, get ready for a reckoning with that second phase. Then once you end up beating them, it's a whole slideshow about it opening up a campaign, because each individual boss has a campaign that's repeatable that you can play on legendary mode, which gives them extra abilities.
I really hope if we lose this, it puts us back in phase.
Some of them also, you have to beat them in a harder mode in order to unlock their special skill, which I'll get into like the skill trees and all of that, so on and so forth.
Okay, we're good.
In just a second. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm kind of trying to speed through the main points and then, you know, recap on them. So long story short, every boss is unique. You get different rewards from each little boss, and it opens up the campaign. Now, let's get into one of the favorite things that I'll just shut my mouth real quick and let y'all experience the way I experience.
Talking to myself over here.
Hey, pretty much. Hey, you was getting hit by invisible fire arrows.
Oh shit! I'm doing quick time events right now. Z, I think we better unlock the flying ability.
Dude, you just disappeared on my screen.
I'm flying in the air right now, Z.
I see you on my... I don't see you in the air, though.
I'm flying and breakdancing. That's all I can tell you.
Now, as you can see, you just see one of the unique ways of transport in this game, uniquely to this game, that we've all seen and loved. So there are mainly 4 types of transportation in the game. You can run, which you'll be doing a lot of. You can get a horse, so the mount, which obviously is faster than running. The second fastest is to fly, like you just seen. You can do side quests. There are 4 different types of that. There is the fan, which is like a teleporting, the sword, which you slice through the air, the spear, which is the one you just seen where you throw the spear out, and then there's another variation that I don't know. I haven't found that one yet. So, you know, they added a little uniqueness if you want a little flash, a little razzle-dazzle, so on and so forth. But as you can see, there is a dueling system in this game where PvP is gladly welcome, where the menu is kind of different. They have this version, which is like the duels, and they have like the global battle royale type game where you kill NPCs and one of you are protecting the boss and the other one is attacking. I didn't really play that too much. I only played 1 match of it, so, you know, I can't really describe that too much. So sorry about that. But they do have different modes for PvP for all the people out there like that who love to do that, so on and so forth. I want to address the mini games real quick. I'm not going to go into deep detail, of course. If you want, like, you know, deep detail, by all means, you gotta look up a guide or Google it or whatever the case may be. They also have chess. They have like a drunken game where you keep your cursor inside of the reticle. They have the duels, as y'all seen previously. They have archery, which you have to shoot or outshoot opponent, whether it be birds or I've seen goats, a couple other things. They also have a game of cards that's kind of like domino. You're trying to empty out your hand before they catch you and drinking, you know, poison and so on and so forth. It's a lot when it comes to this game. But they have, I would say they have a little bit of everything for you. With the amount of content that you're getting for this game, and for it to still be free to play, is just, I don't know, it's amazing. Another key thing is this is not a pay-to-win game. You cannot pay to increase your power level at all, like for skill bonuses or equipment or nothing like that. All of the special currency is literally just for cosmetics. As I'm sure y'all heard about the dude who bought the yacht that was 40K. That's $40,000. I'm sure he already had it like that, but that's a lot to be spending on a game alone. But he didn't get anything from it other than buying a ship. I think he's hosted marriages or weddings or special events or something on it. But the game does give you the freedom to unlock outfits and, you know, stuff like that, hairstyles, cosmetics, all from just doing quests purely. And their quest system, you know, I told y'all before, I mentioned it earlier, the co-op quests, there's PvP quests, there's like mini game quests. They pretty much, if you can do it, it's a quest for everything. So I think the game did a good job of kind of divvying that up. But that's pretty much my overview. I extremely recommend it. I consider it an 8 out of 10. But yeah, I got my name DopeSomething. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Dope is gay. Damn. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The dope was back again. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. And if this got you interested in playing the game, definitely let me know something in the comment section or if you got any tips. I'm out of here. Peace.
Hero meets other heroes, and they all become friends. Honest, kind, and righteous comrades